and I got something a little special today. Not really, it's not really that special. It's the same thing I always do, but it's a bit more special than what I always do. But it's the same thing. But it's special. But it's the same. But I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it. So I'm just gonna raise my camera up. Just bear with me real quick. Just gonna. I know it's a bit late or early. I don't know, whichever part of the coin you want to flip it. Um, but it is different. I've gotten a few comments saying that I should do my lives at a different time. So yeah, this is only my, I don't even know, my no, not second, sixth live or something like that. So I'm still testing the waters, still like feeling how warm or cold they are. I want to get as many of you in the live as I can, so you all can see it, you all can experience it. And I think doing it at one specific time, I just have to, I don't know. I just want to make sure that I can get all of my subscribers in the live, so you all can enjoy it, and it's not one of you or just a few of you. So yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm just doing it at different times. I'm doing it. For me, it's 2:30 right now, and I don't know. We just have to see what how it is. But it's 2:30 here. Normally, I've done it at 2 in the morning for me, and I got like a lot of you guys, and so yeah, I'm just gonna testing it out. But I have something very cool. Well, what I think is cool. I went online, and on eBay I found some of the Lego Marvel mech suits. So, me being a sucker for mechs and Marvel and stuff like that, I picked them up, and this has to be one of my favorite pieces. It's so like, if you take all the garbage off, right? It's so cool. I need to use this for one of my mechs. Like either for like as like a hat, like how cool would it be if a mech had this kind of like a hat on, or if you used it as an actual shield or like a backpack or like it just use it for something. You know what I mean? So maybe in the future you'll be seeing this piece used in a few mechs that I come up with. But yeah. So this is those are the mechs, and I think there's and there should be five. There should be five mechs in here. If you guys can guess all the mechs that are in this pile, then you'll get a shout out. And I'll do it like that, so you guys can a little competition for you guys. Now, of course, these are secondhand mechs. So they're not. I don't think a few of them aren't complete. I think, yeah, a few of them are complete, but they're mechs, and I love them, and they're my friends, and I will build them. So yeah, I did go through the pile beforehand, just looking at them. I don't even know what this is. This is okay. I think someone in the comments has to know what this is. I know what this is, and someone in the comments has to know what mech does this go to. I think so. Oh, that one just broke. Okay, yeah, but yeah. So got the second hand. I think it was like only $9 for all of them, which isn't bad considering like one of them retailed for like $10, brand new and everything. So getting them second hand, especially five of them, that's a bargain. Um, I want where are the legs? Here we go. Here are the legs. Okay, well we got 9 people in the live, so this is going really well right off the bat. So it's very promising. Um, Yeah, I think everyone knows which mech this is now. I think it does. If the legs didn't give it away, then the hands definitely have. It's not hard to tell. Um, where is the other hand? There we go. There we go. Okay, there's that piece, and we just need the front bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, here's the actual little hack for you guys. Uh, if you have this set, right, and you attach the gun to the back of it, you see how the gun like extends like really high up. It kind of looks off just a bit. So if you just take the gun off, flip this down, and reattach the gun like that, then it's not so high up and it still works the same, you know? It might, I don't know, it might extend too far back for you. I don't really, doesn't really bother me, but it looks a lot better when it goes in like that down position. And then like when you just have your mech standing like that. I even have I actually have two of these. And I was testing them out, like holding them side by side, you know, like, because this looks a lot better to me. So that just, it seems flatter than this, like, where it seems like he's got like a Mount Everest coming out of his shoulder. So I'm actually going to do that with mine as well. So go ahead, you can steal this idea. You know, if you have any other crazy ideas, let me know. And it'd actually be really cool to see if there was a way to combine the two together, you know, like see if like the two Iron Man mechs can't come to some agreement and become one giant Hulkbuster or something. Might have to look into that one. But yeah, these are the first mechs, or at least this one is. The other one is from my collection. And what's cool is now you can do this and you can recreate that battle scene from Iron Man 2, I think, of them standing in the Japanese garden, rose garden. Obviously, this is modified, my modified Hulkbuster mech, right? Okay, I'm standing like that, bro. Look at the aura. It's just aura farming over here. But yeah, it's cool. Very cool. We'll be, and also, we will be comparing the old from the new. So stay tuned for that, because there's one mech in here that that's had several recreations. So we'll definitely be looking at that. Oh, FCO R8G. Have you got the Titanic set? I don't have the Titanic set. That is a monster set. Yeah, that's a giant set. I think that set is like bigger than like the UCS Death Star. Like, if you get the Titanic set, you are a like monster for Lego. That's just crazy. But yeah, there's this set. I think everyone knows what this set is, given off by the legs hanging off of the back. So put that there. 135 inches. There's no way. There's nowhere to put that. If you buy that, there's like, where are you keeping that? Besides like just keeping it on your bed. There's no good place to keep that. For the Spider-Man mech, I actually like to wrap the legs up around the torso like that. So here, if you put the front of the cockpit on and wrap the legs around it, you kind of have like a guard for the shoulder joint. So I'm gonna grab one of the arms like this, and then, you know, it kind of looks like a bit of more armor around that joint than being exposed. And also, I have mixed feelings for these weird legs hanging off the back of the mech. It's just, I don't know. It just was never my cup of tea, having weird little spider legs hanging off of my mech. But yeah, this is normally how I'll display it, of just like he's got a little bit more armor around his arms than the rest of the mech gang. But yeah, I think Spider-Man mech is very cool. Like the vibrant colors, the articulation isn't bad. It's got this. You'll find on a lot of these they have a lot of the same articulation, which is to be expected. They're all using like the same frame, the same kind of leg design. But they were very good at like expressing different characters. Like, you can tell this is Spider-Man, this is Iron Man, even without like the insignias. Like, they were good at showing the different character traits of the characters. So not gonna complain about that. And I think I put these on the wrong character. I think these were supposed to be blue. Yeah, that looks about right. Well, what mech is the Spider-Man one? Oh, this is the Spider-Man mech. So this one is the Spider-Man mech, and it's webs on the front and the spider legs. And we have this one, and this one is okay. Yeah, that one's that one. We're gonna do this one actually. This is my least favorite mech of them all, which is saying something because I liked all of these mechs, and it was to my dismay that I couldn't get them sooner. But out of all of these mechs, this one is my least favorite. Like, I do not like this mech, and some of you can tell already by that and by the legs, what mech this is. Yeah, the Titanic set is the third largest set. Yeah, I can believe it. That it's kind of a hard set to beat. There's ain't no way you're gonna beat the Titanic in a mech set bigness challenge. Yeah, so we have here the Thor mech, and I don't like this one. I think the arms are just too long. Like, if you have the arms here, they extend way past the knee and kind of drift like in the mid calf or whatever. When these mechs, the hands kind of ended a little above the knee, or even at the knee, if you wanted to say. But he's got these short little legs, and for like, if they want to say, well, this is like supposed to be like a mini version of the actual Thor, then what is this? This is supposed to be a mini version of Spider-Man, right? Then why does he get like the good legs and Thor gets like the chibi legs? Yeah. Oh, Priston Mutin, you're a big fan. Thank you. It's good to meet a big fan. Thank you. Go on, God. I can't read your username because I'm not well versed in English. But can you make a Lego mecha or robot or something out of the Sanji's pieces from One Piece? What is the Sanji's piece? What is this? Wait, do I have to look this up? It's a good thing I left my computer next to me. Okay, well, everyone who's watching might have to hold tight because I have to look at what the Sanji's piece is. Sanji's piece. This is a Lego One Piece set. Shorten the arms then. Well, thanks for the advice. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and shorten these arms. It's not just that. It's just like the overall look of the mech. Why does he get dumpy legs when Spider-Man gets the cool legs? I'm not saying that, like, I can't modify it. Obviously, I can modify it. What I'm saying is Lego just made a odd mech that had short little legs and really long arms, and it just looks weird. Yeah, it just looks weird. I'll fix the legs, probably, or fix the arms and legs, or I'll just use it for parts, because here, if you guys are wondering, this is the infamous Lego piece that I get comments about all the time that I use for my mechs, like this one, which has not been released yet, so everyone that's in the live right now is getting a sneak peek into one of my next mechs that I designed. Sanji's piece Lego. Okay, so this is one of my newest mechs. Come up with the design, got the articulation, got the was trying out using these larger pieces to see what I could come up with. And yeah, and this is the piece right in the middle. And if you want to get your own, these are the Marvel sets that you have to pick up, right? They're right here. It's like the older Marvel sets that still had like the good elbows and knees and everything before they got them pre-molded parts. Let's see. I have no idea what piece Sanji's piece is. I'm looking right now, and I have no idea. But either way, this is the piece. So if you want your own, then these are the Marvel sets you want to take. And actually, I was given the idea from another viewer that I should do a giveaway of one of the Marvel mechs, which would allow you to get the pieces and also this piece that you need for mech building, which is a brilliant idea. So I'll probably plan it for the next live stream. Next live stream, I will plan a giveaway to one of the viewers in the live. So stay tuned. I'm gonna figure this all out on the next live stream. But it's a good idea, and I'm working on it. Where's the Spider-Man mech set? I can't find it. It's right there. But there's multiple. That's the thing. So when I finish these other mechs, we're gonna go into some of these Spider-Man mechs that Legos come out with. So obviously, I think everyone knows which mech this is by the infamous glove on it. I don't know how I feel about the fingers though. The fingers look a bit uncanny. It's obviously missing a finger, but I don't know how I feel about it having the full 5 fingers on the mech. But yeah, but is what it is. The Sanji's piece might be from Ninjago. Oh, right. I'm pretty sure I'll do some research into it. I'm pretty sure I can find. I mean, I found the set, but I don't know what part he's talking about. He's talking about like the hair piece. I make a mech with with some hair growing out of his head. You got that piece in the Doc Ock Spider-Man set. Did it come in that set? No. The Spider-Man and Doc Ock set didn't have that piece. It came with a lot of these 2x1 clip and whatever's pieces. Which is another great set for parts. I was a big fan of these mech sets. My first one was the Iron Man mech when I was younger. So like they have a special place to me. I know a lot of people just are not fans of them, but I'm glad Lego's continuing to make them. They have great parts. I love the mechs. I have a whole shelf of like the Marvel, the DC, and the Star Wars mechs, and I'm like a few of the Ninjago mechs. I just have a shelf full of them, and yeah, I love them. It's the best. So here's the last mech before we go into depth about some of the other mechs. And actually, I'm gonna see if I can still find that. Here, I had a great idea for this like reverse part usage, because if you look, the Captain America mech really does some good techniques of like flipping the piece around so the studs are facing inside to give it a smooth texture on it to make like I guess clothes or something. And if you really wanted to say, the Captain America mech has the good like long legs, right? Why doesn't Thor? They're both humans. Or okay, well, Thor's more like a god, but still, if he's a god, why is he getting the worst mech out of the lot? I don't know. It's weird. I don't like the Thor mech. Thanos mech is okay. The hands are a bit weird, but Captain America mech is quite cool. I like the giant shield that you get with the set. You can even store it on the back of the leg, which is really cool. Where's the Spider-Man mech at? Like, you should be able to go on eBay and find it. I mean, this specific Spider-Man mech, like all these sets have retired, I believe. Like, you cannot find these anymore at the Lego store or anything anymore. But if you go on like eBay or Vinted or something, you should still be able to find it, no problem. Here. I don't do eBay. Okay, well, then you should be able to find it on. Let me see if I can find it. You should be able to find it on. I don't even know. If you look on Vinted, you should be able to find like cheap sets, or Amazon. If you go on Amazon, yeah, exactly. Someone commented Amazon. Thank you. See, someone's thinking with me. There we go. We're the same wavelengths. Clack, whatever they say nowadays. Whatever you kids say nowadays. But yeah, so that is what you can do. But I'll try. Okay, yeah, do your thing, bro. It's easy, it's simple, and it's a good mech. I quite like this. This is one of my favorites. I like all of these besides the Thor and Thanos mech. These are like my children. Okay, but without further ado, we're gonna get into some of these. So the Iron Man mech has had one, I believe it has one remake when they started using like the pre-molded, um, I don't know, pre-molded joints, which was this. I have mixed feelings about this. I've obviously modified a little bit of it to make it a bit more easy on the eyes, but this is like just what it was, and it's been stripped. Like, look at this thing. Look, look how, like, look, like, look at this. Look at that. Look. It took me 5 seconds, and I'm in that pose, right? Like that's cool. You know, that's cool. Um, then you have this, and yes, you can kind of you can kind of you can kind of do that. It doesn't hit the same like when he lifts it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you got the gun arm, which I don't like these pieces. It just it gets in the way of trying to get the arm to turn. Um, but it's not bad. I love these mechs. They're cute. They're small. You know, they get the job done. They know you know who what character this is from looking at it. Um, but compared to the older version of the mech, it's just it doesn't compare the same, and it doesn't hold up like this mech does nowadays. Because you can get this. I bought this mech when I was a kid. Like I had started my YouTube channel. This was like 4 years ago. You know, I bought this mech, right? And I got it again, and it's still one of my favorites. And this just does not feel the same, have the same weight that this mech does. And yeah, it's disappointing, but also this was one of Lego's first, so it can only get better from here, which somehow it did. And I think the Spider-Man mech has shown this the most. So I'll put this back. How old are you, Unk? Oh, why'd you call me Unk? All right, pal. All right, you get it. You kids, you kids nowadays. Um, so here is, I think, one of the next versions. So you had this one, and then you had this version of the mech. And I don't know. I think there was one between these. There may have been one mech between these, but this was the one of the newest mechs, and it's not that bad. They extended the arms one stud out, so it's got a bit more like lanky arms, which I'm not complaining about since it is Spider-Man, and you like his if he would have a mech, you'd expect it to be agile and kind of lanky on the arms. Um, it still has that weird problem not being able to bend the arms in. Brody Rush WEF just subbed. We're doing something right, guys. um, right. I like the colors though. I like the white and the blue and the red. And I'm proud to be an American. Anyway, but yeah, the colors are really cool. The feet are a bit dodgy. The feet are a bit dodgy. I don't know about these very thin, very short little feet here, but you know, you get used to them a little bit. But yeah, it's not a bad mech, you know. And Lego stuck to this kind of design, with their Spider mechs. Even them like Miles Morales mech stuck to this kind of like thin foot design, which do what you like. I liked like the actual feet and mech kind of that, which I'm one to talk. Most of my mechs use that design, which isn't the most stable, but it has like the best look to it. Cause like I understand like feet that are too big instantly like take away from the mech. You know what I mean? But I felt like these feet were perfect for the size of like the torso and the shoulders. It had kind of like a cartoony, um, whatever. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It just do do you, Lego. You know what I mean? But so in the Doc Ock set, it came with a Spider-Man minifigure, Doc Ock minifigure, Ghost Spider minifigure, Doc Ock mech, and Spider-Man mech. And this, I think, was the last. Was like the is the newest version of the Spider-Man mech, and it's okay. It's okay. Is really all I can say about this mech, because it you can obviously tell that it learned from this mech, right? Kind of broadening up the waist. You know, they got the shoulders. They skimmed the shoulders down a little bit, making it able to bend the arms in. They gave him shoulder pads. They gave him little blazers on the top. They gave him pants, or I guess shorts in this case. But I don't know. It doesn't hit the same like a mech like this would have. Um, and it yeah. If you look at both of these, one of them looks a little bit more future. This one looks very futuristic, kind of like Evangelion. You know, like thin but speedy and able to just quickly rip your heart out of your chest. You know, this one's a bit more clunky and would like punch you through a wall if it wanted to. You know what I mean? So, and there it goes. But yeah, I pick your favorite. Mine would probably still be that one, but I do like the colors and aesthetics of these. They look really cool. Um, but yeah, it's really up to the person buying like what their favorite mech is. I was able to get these mechs discounted, so it was definitely worth it. I did see a comment asking if I had the Spider-Man mechs, which or not Spider-Man, Marvel. Oh my days. Uh DC. Why can't I get this theme right, bro? The Star Wars mechs, which I would have to say absolutely. Not all of them though. I did not get the Stormtrooper or Boba Fett um sets or the Darth Maul. It just they weren't really my, I don't know, gist cup of tea. I did though get the whatever you call him, Darth Vader mech, which Darth Vader is absolutely my favorite character, so it was a no-brainer getting this mech. I've actually gotten it a few times, and I've tried to like upgrade it, but like how much you can't really upgrade this mech without having to like give it knees, give it elbows, just make it bigger. You know, Mindbender actually made an upgrade version of this mech, which you have to check out. It it's gorgeous. They're really cool. Um, but yeah, so this is the Darth Vader mech, which is simple. It's very bulky. It seems like a very childish kind of mech, just from how thick it is. But it's Darth Vader mech. I'm sorry, but it's the Darth Vader mech. Then we have the Luke Skywalker X-wing mech, which I love this. The idea of combining X-wing wings to like a Star Wars mech and making it one thing, like that, it made so much sense. I can't believe it took Lego this long to come up with it, because it just it works so well in like the universe of Star Wars of like, well, the X-wing is destroyed. Well, throw on some arms, legs, and just give it a lightsaber, and into battle you go. You know, I'd love, yeah, yeah. Like, I think only way you can make this better: knees, elbows, and yeah, waist articulation, and you'd be set to like, you know, to conquer the galaxy. But you know, that is just my thought on the matter. Um, we did get, I believe, we got a multiple of these sets. So this was just one in a whole line of mechs. So we got ones for DC as well, being I think the most recent one was the Superman mech, which I really don't. A lot of people did not like the fact that Superman got a mech and Lex Luthor didn't. I'm kind of, I don't really care. I think the Superman man mech looks great. The insignia is a little iffy to me. I think it would be better if they'd used a different piece. There's a piece that literally like looks like the Superman mech. It just has a cut at the bottom, but you know, whatever. This, I understand why they used it. It kind of showed it better. Uh, but yeah, it. I don't know. I don't mind that Superman has a mech. It just, I don't mind it. You know, the cape kind of gist of like giving him a jetpack for his flight and everything doesn't. I don't care. It looks cool, and but giving him like the silver fingers, I think was the best because it kind of looks like, you know, like he's punching with an iron fist just to knock Batman off off his feet. You know, it's just, it's cool. It's a cool concept. I don't mind it. And if you remember, there was a mech Superman, so it was like Mecha Superman or something. I don't know the lore, but I've seen it. I know it's true. Yeah, it's true. There was a mech Superman, a robot version of Superman. So this makes so much sense to me. And then for the icing on top, you had it's covered in dust. I just blew Batman. But here is the Batman mech. And yeah, I have upgraded it just a little bit. My favorite feature has to be the giant batarang that you get with this thing. Like, how cool is it to get like a mech, a batarang for a Batman mech? That, like, it just seems Lego did not have to include this, but they did, and it was cool. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool. Like, yeah, you know, it made so much sense. I think if someone can make a bunch of these little batarangs and then just have like Batman just like throw them at people like that, doesn't get much better than that. I think the cape is a little, little odd. It just seems so like, I don't know if it's just where it is, but like, how are you supposed to maneuver with a cape like this? Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but like maybe it's supposed to be like this, and you're supposed to just glide into battle like a kite or something. But you have little blaster right here, and you have like little studs on his hands as well, so you can attach the batarang to his hand. Right now he's got a batarang he can throw, and he's in a mech with a giant thruster on the back. Okay, I speak Indonesian. Unfortunately, I cannot speak Indonesian, but I am learning Hungarian for a very special person to me. So I can speak Indonesian. I can speak Hungarian. My fault, gang. Um, and I mean, I think Ninjago mechs are one of like Ninjago is known for its mechs. You know, like if you have ever, okay, one more Marvel mech, it's the Iron Patriot mech, which makes sense, right? And I'm glad they didn't use the pre-molded joints. I'm glad they like went with like the jointed elbows, ball joints, and everything. Which this is another set where it comes with really good parts because you have like the Nexonite cockpit piece. You get 4 of these pieces. It comes with a lot of good parts. It's the best. I mean, even Lego City came out with a mech, right? So like, if you're looking for mech parts and you're looking for mechs, they're not impossible to find. You're gonna find them. Like, this is a Ninjago mech, which Ninjago's known for its mechs. If you've ever looked into Ninjago, you know that it's got a lot of mechs in it, and this is one of them, and it looks awesome. But the thing is, this isn't a mech on its own. It obviously connects to a bigger one, which most of you know. So, my point is, these are not the only mechs that you have to get good parts if you want to build mechs. If you want this piece, this is where you get them. From these mechs, there was a Sonic set that had that piece in it. If there, yeah, there are sets that have these pieces, but if you want them for cheap, go on Bricklink and you can find these pieces. Go on eBay and you can find these pieces. Or if you don't just want to buy the piece, buy the set, and you should be able to find them pretty cheap. Now, real quick before I say goodbye to y'all, because I have, I think I have laundry duty today or something. But either way, the Captain America mech has a really cool building technique of inverting the ball joint so its anti-studs are facing out and like giving it like a smoother repertoire. So if you take one of these, right, and you take, let me just find the piece in my vast collection of parts here. So you take one of these. I'm gonna take your face off real quick, so you just sit over there, right? Invert it, and then where is it? 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 It's right here. Okay, and then put that right there. You have a smooth piece on the outside, protected by there, and you don't have to attach any pieces there because it's already smooth. Like, well, I think my next mech will have this design because I really want to try out this design with my mechs. Because like it looks so empty and I want to like buff them up a little bit. So one of my next mechs will probably use this design on it, using like having the studs face inside to try to give it, I don't know, a new look. So stay tuned for that because that might be pretty cool one to watch. But yeah, that was my video. It was a really short one today. I know I didn't go live last week. I'm gonna try to keep it more consistent. You know, I'm gonna go live next week, try to find a set or something. Yeah, I appreciate all the whole hearts in here in this corner. I can see them all. Yes, I appreciate every single one of them that y'all are sending. It means it honestly means a lot to have 22 people in the live. It's just it's awesome, and I love all of you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel with all the likes and the views and the subscribers, and it means the world to me. I have not forgotten. I remember I made a promise, you know, in any live from now till forever, right? If you guys get 100 subscribers in the live, I will turn on the smart brick. I haven't turned it on yet. I have no idea the sounds that are gonna come from this. I have no idea like what's gonna happen, right? 100 subscribers, and I'm gonna charge the brick and go live with it for y'all to see. That's my promise to you guys. So that's for forever, you know. Yeah, there you go. Because I have the sets, I have the minifigures, but it's just up to you guys. So I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm just waiting for you guys. So if that's something you want to see, just need 100 subscribers in the live, and it is yours. In the next live stream, we are gonna be reviewing the smart brick live with sounds and lights and I don't know whatever the other heck Lego packed into that crazy little brick. So yeah, it will be, I don't know why my voice cracked. It will be great, and you guys will enjoy it because it'll be awesome. And I will see you in the next live stream. Let me know in the comments as well what sets you want to see me build on the live stream next, besides the Titanic set. I swear if I get one comment saying the Titanic set, oh, yeah, it will be crazy. Yeah, well, you want to see me get angry. Yeah, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for coming with me on this long little trip of building the okay, weird joints, the Marvel mechs, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you guys. Goodbye. See ya later, alligator. Bye. See ya. Ciao. Minyar. Just see ya. Bye.